My first tune, you mean even before I was into jazz? I'd have to say it was some little nursery rhyme-like thing I wrote for my dog. When I was like 7 or 5 maybe, I don't know. Well, when I first got into composing, it grew out of a natural tendency to improvise. And since I hadn't really gotten into jazz yet, I improvised usually in either classical or rock idioms. So I'd say, you know, people like Prokofiev and Bach, you know, Jimi Hendrix, you know. Later on when I got into jazz, you know, I was inspired by great jazz composers like Wayne Shorter, later on Dave Douglas, Steve Coleman, people like that. And these guys, we think and breathe as one, you know, a huge amount of the time. Sometimes, you know, stuff just happens even when we're not looking at each other. I am partial to Philly jazz. I don't believe that everyone in the world should move to New York, because then there'd only be a scene in one place. Obviously, we're influenced by various people who have lived there or do live there, but many of my mentors here, I started with Gerald Price, Bernard Payfair, Al Stauffer, Larry McKenna, Bootsy Barnes. I consider all those people mentors. You know, and then even though, you know, he wouldn't think of himself as a mentor, in the last 20 or so years that I've been working with Lee Smith, I learned a tremendous amount from him and from, you know, from everyone I play with, really. And a lot of times it's in varied context. Sometimes it's in a very straight-ahead context, backing up, you know, singers or horn players. Other times it's with our own concepts. You know, I have 3 tunes in there that we're doing tonight. Dig the Chartreuse from my CD. Darwinian Swirl, which is a movement from that suite I did a while back, 7 vignettes from Broad and Lombard. And the other one is called Bechet-like. It's from the Man Ray suite. And we're also doing a song that my wife wrote that's in there, going to be in the 2nd edition. You know, because she did some time as a jazz composer, you know, about 15 years back. So we'll do a couple other ones of mine. So, but it's always a privilege to play for Jazz Bridge because I just believe so strongly in the organization.